Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be my November TBR. Now I do once again want to apologize for the way my hair looks. Again, like I've said before, I have no choice but to film these videos like the day after I went to like the music school. And so because of that, this is like day 2 hair. And considering that my hair is not exactly like straight, but it's not like fully curly either, because of that it just like explodes a bit and it becomes like very like undefined, like my curls or like my waves are not like defined anymore. So yeah, I apologize for that. I tried to, make it look as best as I could without using like any like heat on my hair because I don't want to like destroy it. So yeah, I do want to apologize for that. I apologize probably also for the way that I look because I am still a bit sick because my mom visited in the beginning of October. I'm filming this at the end of October. And yeah, my mom visited in the beginning of October and visited while she was sick for some reason. So obviously she made me sick in the process. So yeah, I'm still like a bit sick. I don't really feel that well. So yeah, apologies if you can like see that. So yeah, I tried to like look the best that I could, but if it looks bad still, I apologize. So yeah, let's just get into my November TBR. So firstly, in November, I do want to read a lot of library books because the library like in my city is actually like moving to a different location. It's still like close enough where like I can go visit it, luckily enough. But because of that, they're going to be closing for like a couple weeks. And I ended up like picking up like 6 books from the library like last week, I think. And I picked up like 6 books, which was extremely difficult for me to drag home. But I did because again the library is going to be closed for a couple weeks, so I just want to read like a bunch of books from there because I'm kind of afraid that the library is going to be not accessible for me anymore. Like I said, it is still going to be in a place where I'm going to be able to go to, but I don't know if the building itself is going to be accessible because everything I've heard about this new library so far is that it has like a very beautiful staircase, like a spiral staircase, and everyone keeps talking about it, and I'm just like, is there gonna be like an elevator? Or because like a lot of buildings like in my city just don't have an elevator and have like a bunch of stairs. That includes like the music school I go to, like it just doesn't have like an elevator, and so the whole building will have like 3 like floors and it will have like no elevator. So I'm kind of afraid the same thing's gonna happen to the library. So I picked up 6 books just in case these were the last 6 books I'm ever gonna be able to get from the library. So yeah, that's what I mainly want to focus on in November. I feel like I have a couple other books like on this list, but the library books take like priority this month. So yeah, let's just move on to the next book. The next book is this book. I actually picked this book up when my mom was visiting because yes, even though I was in a lot of pain during that week and I was sick because she made me sick, we still like went outside almost every single day, which was kind of a disaster for my health. But anyway, I picked up a lot of mangas mainly. Actually, I didn't pick up that many books. I only picked up like 3 books, I think, and this was one of them. I really liked the cover, and not just because of that, but yeah, this seems like the type of book that I really like a Japanese like translated book are typically books that I really like because I really like the writing style that like a lot of Japanese authors have. So when I saw this book and I thought it looked pretty and it's like a Japanese translated book and it was quite cheap, I was like, let me get this. So yeah, I bought this. I'm probably gonna read in November because it just feels like that type of book that you like read in November. I don't know how to explain what I mean by that, but like I feel like you guys know what I mean. Also, I just want to like mention, and I hope it's visible on camera, I like put like these little like ghost stickers like on my nails, and when I say ghost stickers I mean like one on like each hand, like this hand, like my ring finger. And I hope you can kind of like see it like on camera. But yeah, that's what like the white thing is like on my nails, because I know from far away it can kind of just look like a blob, but it is like a little ghost. So yeah, I did like very themed nails this month for some reason because I knew I had these stickers and I was like, let me use them. So yeah, I hope that looks good from far away. I don't know what it looks like from far away, like on camera, but I hope it at least looks like a ghost. And then on this finger, if you can tell, it's a little heart. So yeah, that was like a little bit of a like tangent I just made, but yeah, this is a book I want to read in November. teen nails. So yeah, let's just move on to the next book. Then next we have Last Night at the Telegraph Club. I really struggled to say that title, but yeah, this also again feels like very much like a book you like read in November or even December, because like it's like it feels like a winter book because of like the colors of the cover. But yeah, I mainly picked this book up because I have had like my eye on it for like a couple of years, but I could never find it in like local bookstores. But then when I was with my mom, I saw it, and it was like a little bit more expensive than I wanted it to be. But my mom was like, I'll buy it for you. And I was like, that's actually kind of perfect, because it's a book about like a, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like a lesbian couple and like the struggles that they go through with like the time that this takes place in, because I think it's like a book that doesn't take place like now, it takes place like, you know, a little while back, and like the struggles that they go through. And so I was like, that's actually kind of perfect for my mom to buy this book for me, because, you know, she's not exactly, you know, an ally to the queer community. So I was like, that's actually perfect, because she doesn't know what this book is about. So, you know, she can buy it for me. And again, it's not like super expensive, but it's just like €2 more than I wanted it to be. And so I was like, ugh, that's expensive. So yeah, I have a very weird like view of how like money works. But yeah, my mom bought this for me. She doesn't know what this is about. Hopefully she never finds my channel, I guess, because if that happens, I'm kind of fucked. So yeah, I'm gonna try and read this in November. We'll see if that happens, because I have like a lot to do in November. I have a lot of like appointments, like doctor's appointments and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see if I can read this in November. So yeah, let's just move on to the last thing I actually want to talk about in this TBR. So yeah, then lastly in November, I want to try and read some more manga. I have been kind of like neglecting a lot of the manga that I have for like the past couple months, and I've been reading a lot of my physical TBR, that is like books, which is good because that really like shrinks my physical TBR. But the physical TBR that I have for mangas doesn't really shrink down, and because I bought so many mangas when my mom was here, because there were a lot of like sales going on when my mom was here when it came to like mangas. So because of that, I bought mainly mangas, and so like my physical TBR for like mangas has gone up a lot. I'll post like a picture of like what my bookshelf like looks like now, like the difference between it, like on my Instagram probably. And yeah, I bought a lot of mangas, especially like this series and Chainsaw Man. I bought a lot of those volumes. So yeah, I do want to read more of like my manga, like physical TBRs that also like shrinks down. And it feels like the time of year where I would want to read mangas. So yeah, this is like on my November TBR, and that's basically it for my November TBR. Because like I said, I have a lot of like doctorate appointments in November. So I made this TBR like very light, because I already have like 6 library books I need to read in November. So yeah, like there are actually like technically a lot of books on this TBR, because if you count like all 6 library books, this is like 10 books basically on this TBR. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind like how short this November TBR is. But yeah, let me now just do the outro and put this down. So yeah, so I know this video is probably like a little bit of a mess with how like chaotic like my brain is today, I guess. Like I went on a lot of like tangents, I feel like, but I feel like I kept this video like short enough still. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Like I haven't filmed in like a couple weeks, so because of that I'm a bit like weird when it comes to filming. So again, I apologize for that. And yeah, I hope you guys like enjoyed this video. Like tell me what you guys are planning to read in November, I guess. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye.